self-made. So I wonder anybody in this world that will come and say, look, I am a self-made. That means you drop from heaven, you picked up, just like if you watch this movie, Terminator 2, where Arnold Schwarzenegger came from the space or something. Then the other guy too, who acted as the boss that come to kill John, also came from heaven. Those ones can say they made themselves, but that you were born, and at the end of the day, you walked this world, you attended primary school and all those. No, nobody gave you pencil, nobody gave you anything, or you just got everything on your own. Abba. There's nobody that is self-made, madam. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. So I've been looking at a lot of articles, on this particular subject. There are some people who have even given examples of how they can actually say, yes, I am a self-made millionaire. And usually you hear stories about how someone grew up poor, from a very poor background, neighborhood, family, town, country, everything is poor. And somehow, despite their humble beginnings and the lack around them, they were able to push themselves. They had to get out there, did one thing or the other, kept moving until they were able to build their company to the level they built it. So there's a particular story I was reading, and I could see the way the guy was just going all through with I did this, I saved so much money to make sure I do this, I did that, and I was just thinking to myself, is he trying to tell us that while he was saving that money, there were no days when someone had to give him food that helped him save the money he would have spent on food? There were no days someone perhaps just did something that helped him to be able to save the money he was able to save. But then he talked about the fact that, well, he was wearing the same clothes, but he wasn't really doing anything. He was, I am a self-made millionaire. Right? But at some point, he was employed somewhere. So, because you'll be asking, okay, what money was he saving if he came from a poor background? Oh, well, he got a job somewhere. Okay. But some people actually see this self-made ideology from the perspective of the fact that you pushed yourself, the fact that you stepped out there, the fact that you kept going, that tenacity, the fact that you grabbed opportunities as they presented themselves. For them, it means for you to have gone all the way. Yeah, you're self-made. Hello, Richard. Oh, apologies, Richard. Please do well to call back. So I'm still asking, do tell. What do you think? Being self-made, how can anyone possibly be self-made? In your own understanding, what do you think? Is it possible to actually say someone is self-made in the real sense of being self-made? Okay, let me just look for a dictionary meaning or definition of self-made, all right? Self-made. All right, let's see what it means. Why are you showing me an American woman? These guys are not helping me. Okay, yes, I'm seeing something here. Okay, Cambridge says, number 1, rich and successful as a result of your own work and not because of family money. And there's a definition here. Let me see the second definition from the Cambridge. What is it? Successful as a result of your own effort. Your own effort. And then the Collins Dictionary says, having achieved wealth, status, etc. by one's own efforts. Made by oneself. Someone who has become very successful and rich in business through their own hard work. So it's by your own efforts. Don't you think that perhaps it's possible to say someone is self-made? It's their own efforts. They're the ones who grabbed opportunities. They're the ones who moved. Well, let's hear from you. Gift. Hello, Gift. Gift is calling from GRA.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Go on.
I think that the whole idea of self-made is to distinguish among billionaires.
Did you say billionaires?
Yeah, when you have 2 billionaires, or 3 or 4, you want to distinguish among them. And so you use the word self-made to describe those who made their money largely through their own efforts. In other words, they didn't inherit wealth. Other billionaires are people who made money through inheritance. And so those want to distinguish those who did not inherit. And it doesn't mean that there wasn't any form of support for somebody. At the cost of man-made versus nature-made. There's a river in, I think, that man-made. It's not the water that is used to fill the pool or the river was manufactured by man. It was from still just water. But river never existed there before until man went there and then put one into it, and then they are now like a river. And no other was distinguishing that from the river, it is man-made. And the other one is nature-made. So for me, it's just an adjective to qualify something to show that it is different from the other. Thank you.
All right, thank you much. Hello, Dakuku from Eche.
Hello. Yeah, this is Dakuku from Okeche, the source of Eche. My contribution over this is that the former and he may be self-employed. And definitely he will be getting up more of his skills and able to employ those who have experience of what he is doing. The business will be able to be grow and he will be able to know how to be organizing his workers and other things. So from there you will see him growing. One day he will become as a self-employed, he will become a billionaire or billionaire at the same time. That's how it is. These ones are under the business. So that is how it always happens.
All right, thank you for calling. Hello, Clement.
Hello, good afternoon, Constance.
Good afternoon, Clement. Please go on.
Okay, as regarding this topic, I want to say it depends on the spectacle that you are wearing to view it. There is a popular saying that success, not like good at a la carte or something that you have to go with. Now, if you're talking about self-made, if success is said to you as an a la carte, you cannot just say you are self-made. But if you go out to get it, they can say self-made. It means there are billions of people on planet Earth, but you were one of them that succeeded in your area of business or industry without, I need to put the keyword there, somebody to say, I know him, I give him the government. And someday, this same boy was able to rescue his family out of poverty as a result of where he found himself. So for me, that's how I look at self-made. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clements. Thank you very much for calling. All right, I'm seeing messages here on WhatsApp. You can also get on Facebook and join the conversation right there. We're live. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Good afternoon. Self-made means you got there largely by your own actions. If you don't believe in self-made, then you can't possibly believe in man-made. After all, God made man, so everything man made, or everything made by man is still God made. Gift, Wallo. All right, thank you very much. Good afternoon, Madam. Ere from NTA says, well, for a person to be self-made, people will say the individual becomes self-made by achieving success by his or her own effort. Well, nobody can be self-made because there must be a connection and interaction between these individuals and several other people. First time contributing. All right, Ere, thank you very much for contributing for the first time. Yay. Okay, the numbers are still there, so let's hear from you. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0002, or 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. How can anyone be possibly self-made? What do you understand by that idea? What do you think being self-made means? All right, I already told you that Forbes had to come out and explain, kind of like give a clarification of what they mean when they say that someone is on their list as a self-made billionaire. And that was when people were arguing and talking. How can Kylie Jenner be on that list? Have you seen her family? And then they had to explain further. Hey, it's not about whether she came from or whether anybody comes from a wealthy family or not. The fact that this person's wealth was not inherited from their parents. They're self-made. It was by their own efforts. They're the ones who did what they did to get to where they are. But then some other people put up another argument. I read an article where someone was talking about the owner of, Jeff Bezos, right? We're talking about the fact that he was also on that self-made billionaires list. And the person talked about the fact that his father doled out, I think, as much as $250,000 at that time when he was starting up his business. And the person goes, I mean, that's a rare privilege. If you come from a family where they're able to put that kind of money into what you started, why should anybody call you self-made? So someone who's from a well-to-do home or family where they also receive the help of their family members, that push. Some people feel they shouldn't be on a self-made billionaires list. What do you think? Hello, Richard from Rumamasi. Good afternoon.
All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Richard. Go on.
Okay. I want to make a contribution based on the topic on ground.
Go ahead.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Can you ask me a question? Is that the...
Yes.
That's the question. Go ahead.
All right. Do you speak Hausa?
No, I don't.
Okay. Why don't you speak Hausa?
Because I don't know how to speak Hausa.
Okay. It's simply because you are not exposed. You're not exposed to people or to someone that can teach you Hausa. You get my point?
Okay.
Now, the English you're speaking to us now is because someone taught you in school. You went to school, someone taught you. Whatever, the studio you are in now talking to us is because someone created that system. So, in a nutshell, there's nobody that is self-made. Everything we do today, everything in this world revolves around people. So, whether you're from a poor background or from a rich background, definitely, you must be groomed by someone. Whatever you do actually revolves around people. The only thing everybody is paying for, what everybody is paying for, what everybody is hustling today, what everybody is struggling, is just because they want to pay for our weaknesses and our ignorance. The reason why you don't repair phone by yourself is because you have weaknesses. So you pay someone that is doing that. And all these weaknesses that we pay for actually make us complete. So nobody is self-made. The only thing I can say is that we only have self-development. Because in self-development, tolerance is a deliberate effort. But there's nothing like self-made. And secondly, even if you created a system and people are working for you, definitely if those people leave your business, the business will drop to your strength. And the greatest enemy of someone, or let me say the secret of poverty, is when you all do everything with your own effort. So there's nothing like self-made in the context. The only thing, the way I see that statement is just because when you get to success, you can only say, I wasn't born with a silver spoon or a golden spoon. So the success you have today is because you didn't inherit it, but you are not self-made. That's it. Because when it comes to the world, other places, product, prospects, prices, everything revolves around people. So even if you go to school, even if your parents can give you a private school, give you a private primary school, private secondary school, private university, they can't give you a private labor market. You think common people. So no one is island. Thank you.
All right. Hillary, please do also call back. Hillary from Rumibo. Okay. Peter Bright, Chimena from Omuma says, good afternoon. When we talk about self-made, we shouldn't get it twisted. One can say him or herself is self-made. If that he or she is self-made, if he or she received little or no assistance from family members or relatives, but as a result of his or her commitment and hard work. Commitment and hard work. It is the effort I put in that brought me thus far. It's not because my uncle handed me the job. It's not because my father gave me the money. I don't know. Self-made. I think I saw a message where someone was talking about people comparing themselves. Have I missed that message? Anonymous says, nobody is self-made. I think that term is used by people. Oh, okay, now I see it. I think that term is used by people who think they are in a competition for an award of Nami Sofa Pass. Oh my God. Some of them are still wounded from the betrayal of those they expected to help but did not for whatever reason. Even if your mother abandoned you and you were literally raised by wolves in the forest, those wolves who fed you instead of eating you helped make you. Oh my God, that was quite hilarious. I'm still taking calls anyway. We have the news coming up though. But I can take one call, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0002, and 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. Self-made. It's usually used to describe that someone did not inherit their wealth, that they did not... It was not also wealth they got through lottery, winning lottery, for example. Even if a person won a lottery, did you know do something? That's just me thinking out loud right now. Yeah. Even if the person won a lottery, at least they put in an effort somewhere. Anyway, most of the people here are saying nobody is self-made. But I'm also going to head to explain to you what the concept is about, really. Ebi is calling from Sani Abacha. Hello, Ebi.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Please go on.
Yes, I have my own opinion to add now.
Go ahead.
Is there something about self-made now?
Yes, nah.
Okay, now let me give you about the story about Bill Gates.
Okay.
Let me give you now. You want to get well? Let me give you now. Let me give you the opinion now.
Okay, you talking to two people?
No, I'm talking to you now.
I'm listening to you now.
Okay, Bill Gates was one of the poorest man in America. Anytime he wanted to go to the paper stand, he went there. That guy who was selling paper will not collect money for Bill Gates. He was adding value for Bill Gates' life. So when Bill Gates buy that paper, Bill Gates will go back and study the paper and become one of the wealthiest man today. So when media come and interview Bill Gates say no, it's not him that is the wealthiest man. It's that man that used to give him paper without collecting money for him. Bill Gates referred that guy say wealthiest man because added value for Bill Gates' life.
So
There's something
Ebi,
about this thing now.
yeah, I know. So Ebi, are you sure this story you shared now is about Bill? Oh, and there he went. I mean, this is a very fresh version that I have never heard about Bill Gates. I've never heard that part. The story I've heard about the man is that he was, he came from a wealthy family. Yeah. I mean, just Google. So I don't know the parts where maybe it's someone's, maybe it's another person. All right. I just feel like he, what's the word now? Muddled up the entire story. Definitely not Bill Gates. I don't know who the person is, but he has made his points, right? Thank you very much for calling, Ebi. Okay, so we have to go off now for the news. After the news, I still want to hear from you, okay? Bring your strong reasons to debate the fact that nobody can be self-made. And if you think that, yes, people can actually be self-made, let's also hear from you. We'd like to hear your arguments on this. All right? Thank you very much. So the news comes up now, and afterwards, you can also send your messages via WhatsApp to 0809-030-6416. When I return, I'll be taking those messages. Just stay tuned.
The latest
Dog. Beautiful song. 9 minutes gone past 1. How are you doing? So we're still talking about whether or not it is possible to be self-made. But the term self-made is not necessarily that you became or this person is who he is or she is without receiving any amount of help or support from people. No, that's not necessarily what it means. It's more like, someone already said it, differentiating those who became billionaires by their own efforts and those who became billionaires by the efforts of another. So, for example, someone whose father gives him billions, whether he's still alive or he got the money because the father is now dead, or perhaps from the family he gets that amount of money. So they feel, okay, yeah, you're a billionaire, but you're not self-made. You didn't work hard to get what you have. It's not by your efforts that you got here. This wealth, you got it from your family. And now they even went further to even differentiate between billionaires who are also females, self-made billionaires, and those who are not. Like, a good number of them got their money from divorce and some other means that has to do with inheritance. All right? So I'm also thinking, okay, in trying to differentiate between who is a self-made billionaire or millionaire, with the definition that they've given so far, for someone who decided, okay, I want to get into the business of, what business now? Logistics business, right? And then this person comes from a very wealthy family. The parents are still alive and they're not bringing out money to dash him, to say, okay, carry this 10 billion. It's not your own. But then, because he wants to start this business and his parents bring out some really good amount of money to say, oh, that's a great idea. Go ahead. We're supporting you with this. With the definition of self-made billionaire, is this person still self-made? Or are we still going to categorize this person and say, no, he's not. He's part of those who inherited their wealth. Remember the idea. So he put in effort to think about it. Perhaps even wrote his business. What do they call that thing? Why am I forgetting the word? Anyway, you know what I mean now. Okay? You know those business things you put together to say that you want to run a business. So perhaps he did all of that. And he's even gone ahead to find out how much it's going to take to start. He's even gone ahead to reach out and find out, okay, if I'm going to start off with logistics, okay, are we starting with motorcycles or are we starting with cars? He's actually done all of that. Market survey, everything. He's going to find out from the people who have done it for years how they've been running the business. What are the issues? If I'm getting involved in this business, what should I be looking out for? So he's done his homework. Is that not effort? And so his father decides, my son is doing something great. Oh yeah, well, anyway, he doesn't want to join me in the family business. But we can just support him with, 1 billion naira. Just 1 billion naira, just to start. So would you now say he's not self-made because his father gave him that amount of money? Or would you say he's self-made because, even though they gave him that money, he actually has put in the work. He's gone out there. Thank you very much. Business proposal. Thank you. That's what it's called. So he's done all of that. He has gone to ask the right questions. He has gone to meet the people he's supposed to collaborate with. He's gone to find out where he's getting the motorcycles from. He has put in effort. So would you still call him self-made? What do you think? 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. All right, this message here says, the idea of self-made. Okay, it started from here. Nobody is self-made. Everyone that claims to be self-made is a thief. Yeah. I was not expecting this. Okay, even God needed Jesus Christ. Jesus needed the disciples. In fact, even Bill Gates, Microsoft, was not even started by him, but someone's idea he coveted. If we sincerely check out track records, we will find that someone paid a price, motivated us to achieve what we are. I repeat, nobody is self-made. It is only God that is self-made. Even if God was not made, it is only God that can be categorized with that ideology. No mortal is self-made. To start with, did you exist on yourself or by yourself, or a woman gave birth to you? That is the genesis. So nobody can and is self-made. Anybody that says the person is self-made is proud, arrogant, and empty basket. And I can feel the passion in this message. Anyway, so you say this idea of self-made is the reason why so many so-called successful people are wicked, greedy, mean, and don't help others. No matter how successful you are in business, you need customers, workers, etc. for your business to be successful. All right. Take a chill pill now. Just be calming down. Have you drank water? Please, you need to drink water, because even me that read that message, virtue left me after reading it. I need to go take me some water. Good afternoon, Constance. There are people that were born with silver spoon, whereby their parents have put everything in place for their own. For them, their own is to finish school and come and take over any of their parents' companies. Whereas self-made is the persons that pass through the rigorous processes, laboring with determination on his or her own, without anybody helping or contributing to their successfulness. Round Face from Rumekini. All right. Thank you very much, Round Face. 0817-923-0002. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Coyote.
All right, Coyote, go on. I'm listening.
We have self-made people. If anyone said that there is no self-made people, that means that person is not there. People like Bill Gates, are they not self-made?
How is Bill Gates self-made?
Thank you. Many people are doing the same thing that man is doing, and they are not successful. So if you can do one particular thing and you are successful, it doesn't matter if your parents have money, they are worthy, they are not worthy. That's your contribution. That's what you know how to do, to contribute to the money given to you. Make it stand out. Many people have inherited a lot of things, and today they are nobody. So if you can inherit and still make something out of it, then it's enough. You are self-made. So that brain you have to eat, make you self-made. As long as many people are doing the same thing you are doing, they are not successful. And you are successful, you stand out. You are self-made. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Coyote. And then Sir Joe on WhatsApp says, if you gave birth to yourself, then you are self-made. Okay. Good afternoon. All right. You just said good afternoon. What's up? Good afternoon, Constance. I have been thinking about the topic self-made. From my point of view as an accountant, self-made to me is a way of ranking that just explains the level of assessment. Just look at it this way. In life, everyone has 20% help, which is common. So we will not regard this because everyone received some sort of help at one point or the other. But outside this basic help, some persons inherited a lot of assets that put them far ahead of some other persons. So for you to have pulled out from the point of insignificance to significance, to me, I can see that as self-made because you are outstanding. Ibe Samuel Ihanacho, ACA from Iriebe. All right, thank you very much. So yeah, back to my question. I asked another question. And this question is as a result of the definition or description of what self-made means. It means that this person did not inherit their wealth. They put in the work to get to where they are. And so I ask, a young man or woman who gets so much financial support from their parents or from their spouse or from their family or even from their friends. And that money is not we are borrowing you so that you will pay back. It's So imagine a young person is out to get into any business, whatever business it is. I mentioned logistics business before now. And then someone doles out 10 billion naira. I'm not even talking dollars. That is going far. 10 billion naira. And says, oh, start. Are we still going to say this person is self-made? If we say, yes, this person is still self-made, why would you say this person is self-made? I mean, that's a lot of money for whatever it is they're doing. The business has to do well, because if you push in that kind of money, the business just has to do well. But then, there are people who will waste the same money. They push it into the business and it will still fall and crumble. And it won't even look like 1,000 naira entered the business. But I would like to hear from you anyway. All right? What do you think about being self-made? Can anyone possibly be self-made? Some people have said yes. The fact that you put in the work, yes, you're self-made. And some other persons have said no, it's not possible to be self-made. Who are you? You're self-made. Made yourself how? How about other people who helped you in life? Where do you place them? Oh my, there are so many messages on Facebook. Sylvester Adorno says, practically speaking, Constance, the word self-made doesn't exist in reality, but in movies. Oh, really? The word ought to be used in a relative sense. For instance, it is possible for someone to have inherited wealth from parents, but for that wealth to gain increase, he must relate to people in one way or the other, and therefore, he's not a self-made person. Gura Sylvester sent us that message. Bill Clinton is your name. How so? Anyway, Bill Clinton on Facebook says self-made is possible. It only depends on how you want to be made. A poor son can be a rich dad. A rich dad can raise a poor son. A poor son can be a poor dad. And a rich son can still be a rich dad. Everything depends on your mindset while drawing the picture of your future. No one needs to be lectured. All we need is to know the right venture. All right. Ebi from Sani Abacha Road. I don't know why this just keeps happening. I think I've taken Ebi's call before now. He was the one that gave us the exact... Was he not the one that talked about Bill Gates? Or was it someone else? Was it not Ebi? It was Ebi now. Anyway. Round Face on Facebook says, good afternoon, Constance. There are people that were born with silver spoons, whereby their parents... Okay, we've already seen this. You also sent it on WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Evergreen IV says, good afternoon, Constance. I think there's nothing like self-made in real life. We only see it in movies and novels. Movies and novels, really? You need to Google it. There are articles on it. So it's not only in movies and novels that you hear self-made. Okay? All right, Anonymous says, at some point, some of us are going to have to forgive our parents for not having billions to give us, and the frenemies that did not show up for us as we wanted on our way to making money or having success. Check the agreement you made with your chi before you entered this world, or your stubbornness that meant you crowned an enemy, your friend, till they showed you Pepe. I'm not saying we must have relationship with any of the above or have them in our lives when we have made it, but we're not self-made. All right, Promise is calling from Romo Domaya. Hello, Promise.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Self-made. I don't think there is any word like anything like self-made.
Why don't you think so?
No man is an island. No one can be an island. Whatever. Even if your parents are wealthy, you were born with a silver spoon. There must be something or one person outside your parents you need in life to actualize whatever you want in life. But the fact that no one is an island, I don't believe in the word self-made. Somebody. Thank you, Jeffrey.
All right, thank you very much. Clement is calling back. Clement from NTA Road, what's up? Hello, Clement.
Yes, Constance. I think I have another opinion on this.
Oh, go on.
Since you feel we should come with our strong arguments. Now, this is my argument. For those people who said there is no self-made, right?
Okay, you have to say that as quickly as possible.
Quickly. Now,
Yes, please. Yes.
most of us are where we are waiting for somebody to get us to the next step. Some people took that step, not waiting for anybody. So if you are waiting because you want to claim you are self-made. If you move from that position, you get up, take your back, and you move. It means that you are making that move without the help of somebody to self-help you. So for me, I think, stop waiting for anybody to come and for you to claim I was helped by this. Get up from there and go and take actions that are needed to make you global. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We have commercials coming up. I'll be back.
The show continues after this break on Night.
Now before the bottom of the hour, and at that time it will be time for Talk Your Own. Okay, so we're still talking about being self-made or not. Okay, so I'll just read the messages here and that will be it. I am self-made and believe people can be self-made too. I make ideas from nothing. I've worked with people. My parents are rich, but they are greedy and misers. They even steal from me to give to my brothers. My ideas has been used by many of the students who are successful, so I believe in self-made. You didn't tell us your name, but thank you all the same. Why is it that most... this is not from me. Thank you, though. Good day, Constance. I was brought to a city by a man who paid for the trade I learned. Now, he never gave me money to start up, but he paid for my apprenticeship. Now, by God's grace, I have climbed a high level from that business. I've gotten a BSc from a university, training myself from that business. Gotten lots of properties. Now, I want to ask, will I say that I am self-made? Thanks. I want to remain anonymous. All right. Greetings to you, presenter. It's most ridiculous for anyone to claim to be self-made, as this is a bogus assertion, because you may have sponsored yourself through a particular venture. This doesn't mean that nobody gave you some incentives along life's line. Chile Edwin. All right. Thank you very much. And that's the last message I'm taking. Oh, just to bring you up to speed, I'm just seeing the story here. Shehu Kuti has been arrested and detained. Oh, wow. I hope a lot of people are learning from that. Okay, yes. Before we get off now for Talk Your Own, okay, I mean, today is Monday, right? Remember that after Talk Your Own at 1:30, it's going to last till about 2 o'clock. All right, at 2 o'clock, we'll bring you the news update. And after the news updates, all right, I'm still right here. So yeah, after the news updates, it will be time for Family Matters. Remember, I already told you that today is International Day of Families. Okay, so don't miss out on that one. Your series will be coming in, and they will be talking to us today on Family Matters. Okay. So yeah, so I'm looking at the weather forecast. I want to find out what the weather is. What am I seeing? Cloudy weather, mostly cloudy weather right now. Interesting. So, let me just quickly talk about water and your nose. All right. Okay.